Welcome back to RMC. First of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who liked, shared, commented, showed all the support during the previous 2 videos. We're going to be bringing a lot more content to you because obviously I can see that everyone's enjoying it. So to kickstart today with this episode, we've got an MT10 engine on the bench. Customers come in for slight knock on the bottom. So with this episode, we're going to be making 3. So this is first episode. We're going to be stripping, seeing what the problem is, getting the parts ordered. Then onto the second video, we'll be building, replacing all the new parts, explaining everything of why we've done it, etc, etc. Third video will be a test ride to complete the final job and obviously engine going back in the bike. So stay tuned. We're going to get this one start stripping now. Right, first of all, we're going to start with taking all the cases off, get the clutch out, take the alternator case off, cam cover off, and then we'll be able to turn it upside down, take the bottom crankcase off and see what is going on. Right, cam covers off, clutch covers off. We're going to take the basket out now, so we'll be able to disconnect the oil pump and then be able to take the bottom case off. Obviously these are the steps you have to take when stripping an engine like this. Right, just going to explain a few components. Cam chain, cam guide, another cam guide. This one runs off the tensioner. You've got oil pump chain, obviously clutch basket goes there. Starter motor, that would be obviously one of your main gearbox shafts. Oil pump is all the way at the bottom, and obviously when you're selecting gears, you've got your selecting shaft. So yeah, loads of bits and bobs involved when building and stripping these engines. As I go along, I will explain a lot more of the parts and exactly what they do, so keep watching and you'll find out. Right, so now we've got all our bits out from the right side of the engine. We're going to move on to the left side, take the stator out, and then we'll flip it upside down and we'll start explaining a lot more stuff from there. Right, so this is your stator. That would be your pickup, crankshaft sensor, in other words. That is what controls your spark. So if that goes faulty, your bike is not going to run. So if you know about stator, turning AC to DC, that's what the regulator does. So this is an alternating current. This goes directly to your regulator. Then that turns it in from AC to DC directly to your battery. Right, engine is now upside down. I'm just cracking this sump open and slowly getting there to see what is broken. Right, sump is off. I noticed a few little bits of metal shavings everywhere. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start splitting the bottom end, take all the crank bolts out so we can get to the gearbox and give it a good inspection. Just naming a few parts out for you. Oil pump, got your oil strainer, gearbox down below, crankshaft. When I split it, I'll be able to see a lot more and explain a lot more. So now we're just going to do a little time lapse and get stripping. Right, just explaining of the way I like to work here at RMC. I'm very organized. I like to put everything in line, even though I do know exactly which bolt is which. I don't do this because I want to know where things go back. It's clean, it's tidy. Clean work means clean job. I lay out all the bolts, from stretch bolts, bottom bolts, the smaller 10 mils, just everything nice and tidy, so you've got a clean mind when building a job or building any bike that you're doing. Right, bottom crankcase is off. You can now see a lot more. Obviously this is your main crankshaft, con rods, they run their own shells, and then you've actually got the crankshaft shells, which are also on your other case over here. This is your balancer shaft, flywheel, going onto the gearbox. We're just going to take the top one off, place that over here. As you can see already, he's done some serious damage to the teeth. Actually missing quite a lot of teeth. I'm guessing they've all gone to the bottom. These are your selector forks down there. They run along your drum. So what we're going to do now is have a look at some parts available to change that actual gear, if that's exactly what the customer wants. You need to inspect everything from shift rods down to your other gearbox as well. As you can tell, look, it's missing a tooth on there as well, and he's actually got a bit of damage on these teeth as well, where it's been running along that bottom one. Absolutely chewed it up. So that will be a noise, and that will be the exact reason why it's stuck in gear. So yeah, stay tuned for episode 2. We will get this out, get it replaced, get the new parts on the way, new gaskets, new oil, new filter, build it, and hopefully that is it. But there you go. Be careful when banging through your gearbox, because they do go. One of the gears has fully gone, teeth all the way around, knackered. We managed to find second-hand gearbox, low mileage, definitely a cheaper option for the customer.